Amber.
They saw my tum-tum!
The moon landing didn't happen.
Are you actually gonna wear that?
Okay, fine. You're the queen of lolcows. Well done, you.
Did she spray Pam on the food?
That ass, though. You're lolcows. That's what you guys do.
Amber just wants everyone else to be as unhappy as she is, and I am convinced of it. Folks, I just finished filming this video, and I'm gonna come right back around to the beginning and just give you a little warning. I get a little angry. I'm gonna let myself be a little mad today. I'm gonna go on a rant because what I found out about what we're talking about today. No. So there's your warning. I'm a rant today, and we're gonna be nice again tomorrow. Ish. Hey folks, what's good? I'm Professor Dietz, and today I have for you some receipts for the receipts. The last couple of videos I did on Tammie and the history of her relationship with Amber over the last decade or so, they have been more like lessons in lore, right? History lessons, if you will. Today's gonna be a little bit different. It's more about giving a little bit more context and explanation to some information that Tammie offered up on her community tab recently. We know that not only has she been coming online to air out some grievances with some reaction channels, she's also been doing so on Amber's live stream and offering up some receipts. I have to say, I'm not saying that the receipts have been bad because they're not. They're good receipts. But when I look at them, I don't want to just see them. I want to also understand them. The way that my brain works is with context, right? If you've been around, if you've seen my videos, you know that's kind of how I work. That's what I do around here. And I've just wanted a little bit more of that from present day Tammie. And I'm not judging. I'm truly not. She has had decades upon decades of being treated pretty terribly by Amberlynn and sounds also like some other members of her family. And on top of that, she has been learning all of this new information by watching reaction channels and the content there and really fully understanding who her niece is as a person.
Who's Amberlynn?
And that has got to be a very difficult process. And so, in this difficult process, the emotions have got to be going wild, and we're kind of seeing that in real time. Instead of a calm and organized presentation of her side of the story, we're getting kind of a roller coaster of emotions. And it's, as I said, it's not a judgment. I do understand what's happening there. And you know what, Tammie, if you're watching this, I'm here for you. If you would like to have a more calm and organized conversation, hit me up. I think we can manage that together. I'm on Instagram as Studio Dietz. My email is in my About Me here on YouTube. And if not, I totally understand that as well. You need to do what you need to do. However, in the meantime, Tammie posted this one set of texts that happened in 2014 between her and Amber, where Amber got really, really angry at Tammie for a comment that Tammie had left on one of her videos, specifically a birthday vlog. Now, what we're going to do today is I'm going to read that text exchange, and I know we all know it by now, but I think, having it fresh in our minds is going to be good. And then we're just going to go on that little journey of investigation and take a look at the actual video that started it all and the comment that Tammie left on that video that made Amber so angry that she lashed out at Tammie via text. So we just saw the end result. We didn't get what happened before. And now I know what happened leading up to that text exchange, and holy crap, it is actually much worse than I thought it would be. As usual, right? as almost everything is here in the Amberverse. It was worse than we thought. I also have a couple of bonus comments at the end from some lovely tertiary characters that we have at the channel. I'm so excited to see them in the comments every time we do. We, of course, have Mini Waffles in the studio. She's going to give us her face for soothing our minds and our souls. So, let's get started. Let's first read through the texts, understand this lovely exchange of Amber full on attacking Tammie, and then we're going to see where it all came from. Tammie Robertson on her community tab. I know Amber currently has self-diagnosed maturity, but here's another example of how our conversations went back then. Rolling eyes. Amber. Thumbs down for shopping choices? You have got to be kidding me. It was my birthday, and that money was from my paycheck and from random gifts I got throughout the holidays. You have no right to say things like that to me, because I could say the same between Brian's weed smoking and your alcohol drinking. All those things cost money. I don't ever say anything to you about your finances. Your dream is to go on that cruise, right? And mine was to always have the Rebecca Minkoff Mac. It's okay for you to spend a big amount of money on something, but not me. What's the difference? I'm honestly tired of people talking to me about my money. It's insane to me how it's relevant for anyone to even discuss the matter with me. I am so close to either A, end vlogging, because everyone always has some issue with something I'm doing, or B, make my videos as bland as ever without showing a single thing I'm doing. It's insulting, honestly, especially when I'm as happy as a bee in that video. I would never, ever dampen someone's mood by saying something like that. It truly, truly hurts. And before you get mad, do know that I have a right to tell you how I feel, and how I feel is completely astonished. 2 days later. Are you going to reply? Then why would you make a comment like that? You can't expect to make a negative comment like that on my birthday vlog and expect me to just accept that. We are supposed to be family. Tammie, no, I'm not. I don't need the stress. I don't see where I was negative at all. In fact, I was trying not to be. Like I said, I shouldn't have to feel like I'm walking on eggshells when talking to you. Believe me, I hold back a lot of things I'd like to say regarding your choices and excuses, but it's not worth my time or stress to go over those things. It's your journey. I won't comment on anything anymore, that's for sure. Amber. Quote, thumbs down on your shopping choices, unquote. How could you possibly feel okay to ever say that to anyone when it's not your money? I hold back a lot with you as well on a day-to-day basis. I'm respectful enough to not say anything because I wasn't put on this planet to play God. I can't imagine what you could possibly be holding back with me. I'm sure you've said it all by now via comments and Ask FM. I don't think there's much more I do wrong. Tammie, I said thumbs down because there was only junk food in your cart. That was it. Wow, you are truly delusional. Amber. OMG. Are you serious? Now I feel like an idiot. I'm not delusional. I am completely mistaken. This whole time, I thought you were saying that about my purse. Sad face. Tammie, what? What the heck are you talking about? Are you okay? Amber, you said, quote, thumbs down on your shopping choices, unquote. I thought you meant my shopping choice regarding my purse. LOL. Tammie, as far as your purse, 1, I would never pay $300 for a purse. And I'm a purse addict. Did I care you did? No. The only reason I asked if you regretted it was due to the fact that you had to wrap it in a towel in fear of it getting wet. That, to me, is not worth having. Does that mean I feel you should feel the same way? No. Amber, I totally misunderstood what you meant with that shopping comment. I feel stupid now. If I would have known you meant my grocery shopping, I would have agreed with you. Tammie, try not to lash out before you know for sure next time. I was like, are you kidding me? Amber, because it seemed legit. I was getting all kinds of hate by this one person last night regarding my purse. Tammie, I see. Well, glad we got that straight. Amber, me too. Tammie, smiley face. There are just so many things wrong with that text exchange and the way that Amber was behaving. And we will get back to that, but I do think instead of breaking that down line by line right now, first, let's do what we set out to do, which is get the context. Okay, so we do know that these texts occurred in 2014 because there is a timestamp here that's available for us to look at, and it says December 29th, 2014 at 4:19 p.m. But this is actually the second text from Amber. The first one was before that because Tammie had not answered and not replied to Amber's outburst. And the outburst, I'm imagining, was either on her birthday or the day after. But we do know that it was in response to her birthday vlog. So, easy peasy, we have our first clue. It's a very strong one. So let's go in search of that video. Honestly, this is probably one of the easiest investigations I've done. So I just went directly to her upload on her birthday. That would be December 27th in 2014. It happens to be during Vlogmas, of course. She was doing it that year. And has 4,253 views, 37 likes. And we are not being lazy today, people. So we are going to watch this video. I'm going to make sure we get all of the information we need. Then we're going to take a look at what Tammie said about it in the comment section. I'm not going to lie, I have a little preview already. And it is, it's wow. It is very wow. So stick around. This is going to be worth seeing, I promise. I wouldn't be making this video if it weren't, but this one really shocked me. Like, I just cannot with Amberlynn. Man, we are going back to the Crystal era. I just watched this entire era and I can't seem to escape it. We just keep going back.
Good morning, everybody. So today is my 24th birthday. I can't even believe I'm 24 years old. Like, I can't process it. So whenever it's someone's birthday here, we choose where we want to go out to eat. I chose the Cheesecake Factory, so...
It's the Cheesecake Factory! I don't know if this is the first time that she actually goes to the Cheesecake Factory on her channel. It might be. It might be.
We're planning on going today, but we're not sure what's going to happen because Crystal's sister, she has a cat, and the cat is extremely sick.
So as we go through this video, I'm actually going to give you several moments of it that you should keep in mind, and it is for a reason later on. And this is point number 1 to remember. She talks about Crystal's sister's cat being sick.
They were at the vet yesterday all day long. He actually has an enlarged heart that they noticed. The vet don't know if...
The vet don't know. She's a writer, folks.
if the cat is sick from that, or if the cat has always had an enlarged heart, because a lot of cats have enlarged hearts and it's completely, you know, just something they live with. So the cat's still sick, and if the cat is sick, then, or like, how do I explain this? If the cat is like worse off or like still the same, then we're just not gonna go. So, I don't know what's gonna happen. It really sucks because...
Let's be real, Amber. You're going to say that it sucks because, you know, you care about cats and you would hate it if your cat was sick, that kind of thing. But in reality, every single person knows that you think this sucks because it's your birthday and you might not be able to go out to dinner. You might not be able to go to the Cheesecake Factory, which is even worse. You don't care about that cat.
To me, like, my cats are like my children, so it must be really hard. And yeah, I'm just hoping for the best, and we'll see what happens. So I'm not sure why, but it's greatly appreciated. I got a lot of compliments on my
All right, this whole segment where she's talking about makeup really does not apply to the rest of this video and, you know, what Tammie said and all that. So I'm just going to go right ahead and we're going to speed through this part so we don't have to watch it. Yada, yada, yada. She likes the one that isn't waterproof. All right, we got it. You're welcome.
We are going today. Crystal's sister won't be going because her and her fiance are taking the cat to like some like heart cat vet doctor. We're nervous, and she's definitely in my heart because I love her cat as well, and it's just really sad, and it's just ironic that it's today, and I feel horrible about the whole situation. So I'm wearing my cat ears today in a bun.
Oh, okay, folks. This is point number 2 to remember. Amber is showing us her outfit of the day.
I'm wearing these cat earrings. They're a diamond on the outside and the ears are diamond. The inside is like this pearl and it says meow.
All that's really important today is to know that she showed us her outfit. We don't need to watch her talk us through this whole thing. So, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Here's my scarf. Here's my shirt. Here's my bow ring. Okay, give us a spin now, Amber.
That's my outfit.
Okay, here we go at the Cheesecake Factory. How much you guys want to bet that Amber threw a real fit that she might not get to go, so they all went just to shut Amber up, basically? Because look, they all went into this restaurant way ahead of her and just like left her in the dust. They're all in there right now, way before she got in there. Happy birthday, Amber. Everyone is probably just angry at you and wants to get this birthday dinner over with.
I get the same thing every time I come here, which is the orange chicken, so.
Oh wow, check out that timing. I didn't even do that on purpose.
I don't know, we'll see. Their menu is so gigantic. So we're here at Potomac Mall, and the mall's so big that we have to use like this little map thing. So I was looking for Torrid, and I guess it's in the green section, which would be that way. So we're no longer at the mall. I didn't film anything there like whatsoever. I probably should have, but I only bought one thing and it was $300.
Okay, this is point 3 to remember. She spent $300 on an item at the mall.
But I wanted it like the minute it came out, I wanted it. So I'm definitely going to show you guys that later. But right now we're just in Home Goods. I'm waiting for Crystal in the restroom. The good old woman's restroom. Crystal's mom's getting some gifts for her friends. And then Crystal and I might do our grocery shopping tonight just to get it over with. We were going to go tomorrow, but might as well go now. Here's your purse. But yeah. That is a cute.
This trip to Home Goods is really boring, so I'm gonna skip through this really fast again. Here's the summary. Here are some cheap art prints. Here's a mask. I'm gonna put it on my face and get really close to the camera. Lovely. I don't know what that was. Fake books, maybe? I don't know. Journals? Oh, a globe. And I'm going to annoy Crystal. Okay, let's move on. So this is the whole part of the video where she takes us through her Rebecca Minkoff bag, as I'm sure you've guessed. The most important part for us to remember today was how much it cost, which was that $300 price tag. And I guess I'll just let Amber tell us a little bit about the bag because, it was such an important subject of the texts between her and Tammie.
I didn't get anything like that. I completely changed my mind, so I want to show you guys. I'm super excited, and this is definitely the most expensive purse I have, so I'm just really proud of it, and it's my baby. Here it is. It is this beautiful cream color. Oh, I'm totally obsessed with it. Gold hardware down here. It's like a light gold hardware. And the little snippet right here. Oh, I'm so obsessed. It has hardware here, and on the inside. I haven't taken anything out of it. Alright, this is kind of hard to do with one hand, but I did it. But yeah, there's a little Rebecca Minkoff thing. And I got this at Saks. Wait, no I didn't. Where did I get this? Nordstrom? No. Bloomingdale's. One of them. The inside looks like this, but this is just like the little bag that all expensive purses come with.
The dust bag?
But anyhow. I am so happy, you guys. So I'm about to switch it over. The only thing I'm nervous for is because this is the purse I'm currently using. I'm scared because these colors always rub off, and as you guys can tell, it's black here now. I'm scared that real leather will have that happen as well. I just really hope not, but God, it's so beautiful. Alright, you guys, the moment of truth. That little card that comes in the side pocket of...
How is this little card the moment of truth?
Yep. There it is. Rebecca Minkoff. OMG. This is awesome. It says, this is an authentic Rebecca Minkoff handbag and is made of natural leather. Blah, 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 blah.
This is her moment of truth, and she doesn't even want to read the whole thing. Okay.
Wow. This is a dream come true. I know that's odd, but if you guys like fashion or purses or accessories like I do, then I think you guys understand. But anyhow, I need to hurry up, transfer my stuff over to this one, and get going.
For copyright reasons, I actually can't play the sound with this clip, but I did want to play it because actually it is the 4th point to remember. Amber's being silly, singing a song that's playing in the background. They're just having a little fun. She's laughing. Okay.
So our cart is nothing but fattening foods.
And very quickly we move on to the 5th and final point to remember for the day. And as you heard Amber just say for herself, the fact that they are grocery shopping. There's nothing but junk food in the cart, and she's pointing it out and letting us know about it.
Oh, and then I have these 6 glass containers for when January comes along and Crystal and I are back on track. We're gonna pre-planned meals because it works better.
And I want to add in here that Amber doesn't just realize that there's nothing but, these kind of fattening foods in the cart, but she keeps talking about it and how they're going to get back on track, in the new year. And actually, I think right now in the parking lot, she's going to talk about it again. Let's hear what she has to say.
Keep in mind that the stuff in the cart wasn't just for us, so and we're not just going to eat it in one night. It's going to last us a while, and plus Crystal's parents eat it too, so.
Right, so what that means is they're going to eat it all tonight, and Crystal's parents are not going to eat any of it. Amber just doesn't realize how obvious it is when she's lying. She over-explains and repeats herself so many times that it's so clear that the exact opposite of whatever she's saying is true. In any case, the whole point in all of this is that Amber makes a really big deal out of these items in the cart during this video. In fact, she's not even done yet, so I guess let's let her finish and we can have this over with.
We just got cereal ice cream chips. Not the greatest type of stuff, but we still have a lot at home. I know when I weigh in on January 1st, it's gonna be insane, but whatever. Today's my birthday. Every day is my birthday for the rest of 2014, right, Crystal? She's like, yeah. Of course she's gonna agree, but anyway. All right, we're gonna go home. Bad news on Crystal's sister's cat. He's still not eating, and I just feel horrible about the whole situation. And they're taking him, actually right now, it's 10 p.m., taking him to the vet again because he still won't eat. I will definitely keep you guys updated, but it's traumatizing. Okay, it's freezing. I need help Crystal with the bags.
Yes, Amber, you seem very traumatized by this entire thing.
Okay.
So the last part of this video is Amber going through her Fitbit stats for a little bit. Crystal's parents got her a new Fitbit for Christmas, so, she's excited about it for the first week. And she's showing off her accomplishments for the day. They went to a couple different places, so she had a lot of steps. All right. And then she's going to wrap up the video by showing us the food prep containers that she and Crystal got. Very, very exciting. She's going to wash them. I know. Captivating content. So, let's let her give her little sign off, and then we can discuss what we have to discuss.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a good birthday, and I'm grateful to be, just breathing, I guess you could say,
Okay, sorry, one last interruption, because I forgot I feel like she wanted to say something deep at the end of the video, but she couldn't come up with anything. So this is what she says.
Sometimes we take things for granted, and we just need to really just take a minute and just stop. Just be grateful that you're alive, because so many just tragic things happen on a day-to-day basis, and you're one of the lucky ones. And just remember to tell the people you love that you love them.
Tell the people you love that you love them. She's sitting here scrambling for something interesting to sign off on. She says a word salad about being grateful for things that she's definitely not grateful for. And then she says to tell people that you love them. And that is a perfect segue into what Aunt Tammie commented on this video.
Anyways, that's my little spiel for the night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
So honestly, kind of a benign vlog, right? She went to a restaurant, she had orange chicken, everything is very, very run-of-the-mill. When I read what Tammie has to say in response to this vlog, in my mind, there is no way in this world that I could predict that anyone would respond the way that Amber responds with those texts. Let's just see what Tammie said. Tammie. Aw, sad face. I hope everything's okay with the kitty. Your outfit was super cute, as always. Wow, $300 for a purse? Craziness. I love watching you guys act silly. Thumbs down for shopping choices, but not gonna lecture you, you know that. Glad you enjoyed your birthday, and I love you. Smiley face. Now, do you see why I had to share this with you? This comment from Tammie. I cannot understand the way in which Amber's mind works to make this comment into what she made it. So let's just back up for a second and take a look at this, because if you'll remember, there were 5 points throughout the video that I asked you to remember. And I asked you to hold on to those because of this moment right here. So when we're looking at what Tammie has to say, it's actually quite obvious that Tammie watched the entire video. And not only did she watch it, she took the time to write comments about almost every single clip within that vlog. She was thoughtful in this, like actually took more time than most people might to write things about each of the points that Amber was making or each of the things that she did. Point 1 to remember was the fact that Amber was talking about Crystal's sister's cat not being well. Point number 2, it was her outfit of the day. And her outfit of the day, Tammie has to say your outfit was super cute as always, being really nice and telling Amber what she wants to hear and saying a nice thing to her. Now, here's where we run into the issue, right? Wow, $300 for a purse. Craziness. But Amber actually did talk about the fact that it was a $300 purse, and she knew that it was very expensive.
I want to show you guys, I'm super excited, and this is definitely the most expensive purse I have, so.
Like, I don't actually see this being that bad. It is an expensive purse. It is a lot of money to spend on a bag. It's not the most amount of money, but it is a lot of money, especially for Amber, because this was one of my favorite things, was Amber mentioning the fact that that money came from her paycheck. It was my birthday, and that money was from my paycheck. Her paycheck. Amber's paycheck. What paycheck? Amber didn't have a job. So Amber was throwing into Tammie's face how Tammie and her family spend their money on vices, right? Bringing up the fact that there's alcohol and was it weed? I don't even remember. Doesn't matter. A cruise. Throwing that in Tammie's face, saying, you spend your money these ways, why can't I spend my hard-earned money the way that I want to spend it? Oh man, like, so not only is Amber being defensive about something Tammie didn't even really say, because we haven't gotten to that point that really made her angry, but she's on the offense and attacking Tammie, talking about the alcohol, the cruise. Unbelievable behavior. But let's move on. 4th point. I love watching you guys act silly. That was one I couldn't play the sound on the clip because of copyright issues, but Amber was sitting at the table, singing a song and having kind of a fun time, whatever. It wasn't even a big part of the video, but Tammie took the time to make a comment about it, and it's nice. I love watching you guys act silly. And now, point number 5, and this is where I am dumbfounded, because it says thumbs down for shopping choices, but not gonna lecture you, you know that. So when Amber writes that offensive text, that attacking text, that horrible text to Tammie, all she mentions in the quote is thumbs down for shopping choices. You said, quote, thumbs down on your shopping choices, unquote. It forgets all about the part where Tammie said, I'm not going to lecture you. You know that. Like, I'm actually not going to judge you about it. And here's the thing, because I can't believe that Amber turned that into Tammie talking about the purse when it is so obviously not about the purse. Tammie already talked about the purse. A couple steps above that, she had moved on and she's going in chronological order of the video. Kitty, outfit, purse, acting silly, and the last thing in the video is the grocery shopping. And not only that, but Amber herself kept talking about her shopping choices. Her cart had junk food in it. It was all fattening stuff. But don't worry, we're gonna change things up come the new year. And we're not gonna eat it all. And we're not gonna eat it in one day. And Crystal's parents are going to eat it too. She talked about it so much. And somehow she turns this into Tammie talking about the purse. It is such a reach. It is such a jump. There is no world in which Tammie meant the purse. It's like, what is it? What is it called when somebody makes something mean something else, even though they probably know that that person didn't mean that? Like, there's gotta be a word for that, because that's exactly what Amber did here. There is no effing way that Amber thought that Tammie was talking about the purse. I'm so mad about this. Like, it wasn't just a simple misunderstanding. It's like a forced misunderstanding in order to be a horrible person, in order to be mean, in order to have a fight. Like, Amber wanted to have a fight and treat her aunt badly. And let's not forget the last sentence in this comment. Tammie said, "Glad you enjoyed your birthday, and I love you." Smiley face. What did Amber say at the end of her vlog?
Just remember to tell the people you love that you love them.
Tell the people you love that you love them? I'm speechless with the anger. The anger has made me unable to speak, because this is such a thoughtful and nice comment. Even though she's wishing she had made a little bit of better choices with her food because she cares about Amber and her health and her weight. She wants the best for Amber. At the same time, it wasn't that bad. She even said, "I'm not going to lecture you. You know that." And everything else was so positive. And Amber ignored all of the positivity, all of the nice things. She ignored the fact that her aunt said, "I love you, and I'm so glad that you had a nice birthday." All of that didn't exist to Amber. All she saw was something to fight about. Amber just wants everyone else to be as unhappy as she is, and I am convinced of it. Let's go back to the text. I'm back here at the beginning where we started today with the text from Amber after she saw Tammie's comment, that loving, thoughtful comment that she left on Amber's birthday vlog. I'm not going to take it line by line because I will be here for 2 hours if we do. Thumbs down for shopping choices? You have got to be kidding me. That is how she starts out, going in on Tammie. It's so rude. It is so entitled. The way that she acts like a child, she's not a child at all. Let's remind ourselves, Amber is a full-grown adult who doesn't have a job, claims she has a paycheck, and starts out on the attack of the only person in her family that watches her videos and the only person in her family who leaves nice, loving, thoughtful comments on those videos. This is how Amber reacts.
This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck.
You have no right to say things like that to me, because I could say the same between Brian's weed smoking and your alcohol drinking.
Your outfit was super cute, as always.
I love watching you guys act silly. Glad you enjoyed your birthday, and I love you.
I love you.
Oh, right. After she then insults her aunt, then Amber does that thing that she loves to do, and she is going to threaten to stop vlogging. I am so close to either A, end vlogging, because everyone always has some issue with something I'm doing. How many times has she said that? Seriously, like, actual honest question. Has somebody made a compilation video of all the times that Amber has threatened quitting YouTube? Because she didn't only do it on YouTube. She also did it to her aunt, as though she cares. Nobody cares. She thinks her aunt cares? Her aunt's going out of her way to try and make Amber feel like she has someone in her corner. And then she says, I would never, ever, all caps, I would never, ever dampen someone's mood by saying something like that. Amber, that is exactly what you're doing right now. That is what you're doing. She's being a horrible, mean person and dampening someone's mood by saying things. Folks, we need to move on. I think we've said enough about this. Do we need the Corgi Cam? I think we might need the Corgi Cam. Okay, let's go to the Corgi Cam. Oh my god, you're so cute. Everybody look at Mini Waffles. Everybody calm down. Thank you, Minnie. Okay. We can do this. We can get through the rest of this. Because we do have our side characters at the end here, and they will make us feel better too. What is this? What's on my shoulder? Okay. We're good now. We're good. So, our first bonus tertiary side character of the Amberverse shows up in the comments at the very moment we need them. I love having them in our world. I really do. They bring a certain levity to the situation. I mean, Amber wouldn't think it was levity, but I think you and I would agree that they do. So let's see what they had to say. Dina Dre. You do realize that eating all those calories is just more to lose, right? It is like bumping your car into a post, then instead of moving on, saying, oh, fuck it, and ramming it into the post over and over again. This yo-yoing is so unhealthy. Now look, I could be wrong, but Dina Dre, to me, just comes across as one of the people that really did start out on Amber's side. Like, Dina Dre wanted to see Amber succeed at her weight loss goals, and as time went on, well, we know how that goes. I just love seeing Dina's comments because she is so blunt. You know, she's not afraid to say it like it is. And you just know that Amber hates it so much. She can't handle Dina Dre. And Dina Dre's going to stick around for a while, so we are definitely going to see more of her. Let's check out our next bonus commenter, Ginger Gilligan. And remember, Ginger wasn't here at the time. She came back and posted this comment 4 years ago, so she became a hater and then came back to watch the previous eras that she hadn't seen and leave her thoughts. Ginger Gilligan. OMG. The debut of orange chicken at Cheesecake Factory. The only thing ALR gets there. What was this? Your last hurrah before your next New Year's resolution? Which you were only going to fail again, just like you failed the year before. The all caps. I mean, Ginger was so excited about seeing this orange chicken. And I was too. I'm not laughing at her. I'm not making fun of her. I just think it's funny because I guess this is why I like when I see Ginger Gilligan's comments. We see eye to eye on so many things. So we get the perspective of the real-time frustration and disgust of Dina Dre, and then we get the perspective from Ginger of someone who is very well versed in Amber and her behavior, and coming back and calling her out on it from the future. The pair of them are just lovely tertiary characters. It's truly a chef's kiss. I wonder if either of them will ever know the impact they have had and will have on this channel. Now we know exactly all of the context. We know where this started and where it came from and why Tammie was so upset. It wasn't that clear when Tammie just posted this set of texts without the context, right? Yeah, Amber doesn't look good, honestly. And obviously, Amber's being an entitled brat, and that's clear. But now that we know why she was saying these things, it's 10 times worse, 100 times worse, because Tammie was being nice and loving and thoughtful. Doing this research, the point of it for me has been to get to an opinion on present day Tammie, on present day events, and every time I learn something new like this, I am so much more on Tammie's side. Like, I kind of already was because it's Amber. Like, we know her and we know how horrible she is to people and the people that she supposedly loves. But we didn't know Tammie, right? It's not like just because we don't like her means that we fully believe what Tammie's saying.
The fact that like everyone took Tammie's word as gospel when you guys don't know this person from Adam and Eve. Like you genuinely don't know her. And people are just like, yep, everything she's saying is right. Clocked. It's like,
No, it doesn't mean that. All that meant was I'm inclined to believe Tammie. I am, and I was. We could still have a little bit more calm and organization and presentation. But the more that I learn and the more that I see, the more my eyes are opened. And knowing that Tammie went through decades of this, we're getting there. We're getting to an official opinion. We're very close. This has been an interesting one, folks. It really has. I know. I usually keep it together. I usually keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it, what does Amber say? Collective. Today, I allowed myself to just feel my feelings, and my feelings were angry. Just point blank, period. At the end of the day, she's going to lose, and we're watching it happen. We're watching it in real time. She's going to end up alone, and she already hates herself, and she's going to hate herself even more. No wonder Tammie doesn't want to be a part of her life. Decades of this? What a day. What a video. Today's reminder, off the table. The shout out of the day, I think, goes to Tammie, because Tammie deserves a shout out after being treated like this for decades. Girl, like, you tried. You obviously tried. The evidence is here, and this is probably what? 0.2% of the evidence? Thank you to my members. Oh yeah, so shout out to the people who hyped up my last video. I have still don't really understand what hype is. Makes me feel like a boomer when I'm like, hype my video, but y'all help me out with that. It is doing well. I don't know what that means, honestly, at the end of the day, but thank you for those of you who have offered my last video hype. I appreciate it. That is it for today. Leave a comment, hit like, share this video if you want to share my biggest rant that I've done thus far. I will leave some videos on screen if you want to keep watching my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. I've lost it. I've totally lost it. Oh my god. Am I gonna be able to post this video?